What's up, ladies and gentlemen? This is Chris, a.k.a. Barn on 11970. Thank you for watching this very important message. First thing I want to get out is YouTube is going to silence information like this. They only want mainstream media's versions of what they call the truth out there. So I'm asking you right now, if after you watch this video, if you feel it's important, share it, post it on your social media outlets, give it a thumbs up, favorite. We got to get this stuff out, or make your own video. This is not about me. A bunch of my subscribers sent me this information, and because I don't have mainstream media, I can't hear the news. So I thank you guys for giving me this information. There's a situation in Nevada right now, a guy named Clyden Bundy, who has owned his cattle ranch since the 1800s. All of a sudden, because of a 1990s grazing law, the federal government has sent numerous amounts of marshals taking his cattle, and basically they're saying it's setting up almost a Waco-style kind of scenario, which is really starting to, I think this will be one of those situations that will start awakening people to what's really going on here. They're basically trying to create martial law. They even had those zones where freedom of speech sections. I mean, is this freedom, people? And none of the people, and thank goodness for this, and I applaud the people that did not allow themselves to be cattle and placed in this zone, and they ignored it, and they're protesting right now. Now, can this turn into violence? Well, I wouldn't put it past any federal government to end up having something like that happen. I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, we got to call to arms and cause more problems here. But people need to be aware of this, and awareness is through knowledge. So we need to spread this information and learn that the federal government is not here for your interest. Whether you want to believe in things or not, the government is a corporation that's located in the 10 to 20 square mile radius of the District of Columbia. Look up the Act of 1871. They do not want freedom. I mean, really? Free speech zones? Is this the country that you want? Is this where you want us to be headed, where they group you in a little playpen? Just so you could sit there away from the situation saying, yeah, I have a problem? This is freedom? Or is it an illusion of freedom? And I've said in several of my videos, year after year, decade after decade, our freedoms are slowly getting crushed. Do you want a scenario where the Hunger Games becomes reality? Because it sure doesn't look like it's going in the opposite direction. And I'm not saying that's what this event is going to cause, but you can see there are people that are going to be awoken by this kind of stuff. And we need this community to spread this information. It doesn't have to be my video. Make your own video. Share somebody else's video. I don't care. But we need to stop the lies that the mainstream media is going to perpetrate about this. It's not about some tortoises. This is about setting control and what they're willing to do to protect our freedoms. I guess protection of freedoms is by a bullet and a gun pointed at your head. Because if you don't do what you're told and you're not a good slave and a follower, they are going to do whatever they can to stop you. And that's why they showed that homeless man that was living on those mountains, and they shot and killed him. This is what happens when people stay silent. Is this what we want? So the people that want to make fun of me and create hate, how about for a second you stop your agenda, you stop your hate, and focus on what's really going on? Because eventually it's going to affect you as well. Unless we want a world that's fully controlled, where our babies are born and they place microchips in them, and our money is restricted to a point where it's all digital and they can check every transaction or shut it down all they want, and heaven forbid you try and grow your own food or try and live independently, they'll just send an army to you to stop you. Yeah, that sounds like freedom to me. I call it, and hold your ears if you're a child, I call it a bunch of bullshit. Pass this on. Peace.